The press conference, and in the press conference you were very categorical about certain issues. One would think Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka is doing nothing else other than up his stakes. Is that what you're doing?
Today's purpose, the personal statement that I issued today was of paramount importance, and I was calling out national leaders to be responsible, particularly when they commit themselves in writing to certain obligations. And so, because I saw my friend Raila Odinga getting nominated and him accepting to run as the ODM presidential candidate yet again, which goes against the letter and the spirit of the agreement that we signed between him and myself, separate from the NASA agreement, which was filed at that time with the Register of Political Parties. I think it was my duty to point out to the country that, wait a minute, this is the actual situation.
Now that you're actually on that particular document, I have read it, and it comes to say, this agreement shall only be publicly divulged with the consent and concurrence of all the parties to wit, that is Mr. Odinga, Mr. Musyoka, Professor Kibwana, and Professor Mutua, except that Professor Mutua shall have the exclusive right and duty to publicly disclose the agreement in the event Principal H or Principal Q or both cause an irreparable material breach of this agreement.
Thank you.
Why have you come out to say it?
Because there's that exception.
And that exception?
The exception is both the Professor Makau and Raila Odinga are in breach of a material fact. So, because I've tried to make it to have a meeting taking place, to be convened that time by Professor Makau, and twice that meeting did not happen. But even worse, Professor Makau goes on an Azimio platform, endorses Raila Odinga as the presidential candidate for Azimio. Where does that leave me? Therefore, what you have just read is actual. Yeah, that Makau is the depository.
And is the only person who can divulge in the event of trouble.
Then he is himself in breach. Because
he has not divulged anything until now.
But he's in breach because he was supposed to be a neutral player. Okay? So, when he lost his neutrality the moment he publicly said he has joined the campaign team of Raila Odinga.
But he has not. There is nowhere in this particular document where it says that he has to not support any of you.
Yeah, fair enough. But the fact of the matter, if you are to read again what you have just read, all right? The exception. Because the rule is there that he is the one to divulge, except if Principal H or Principal Q, in this case, Principal H
has not divulged.
No. He has committed a breach, a material breach. So I think you need a little bit of basic legal training.